This is what we get for invading a friendly country, Axe thought. The mild November temperature of coastal Mexico made the hike easier than usual for the SEALs, but the stress of infiltrating the area without permission, combined with the humidity on this dark, moonless night, left them drenched in sweat. He brought up the rear of the column of the 16-man platoon, his tall, lean body clothed in desert camouflage fatigues, Spec Ops helmet, and chest carrier with ammo, grenades, and other essential gear. Everything needed to capture or kill the target. Axe hadn't shaved in 2 months. While he disliked the gray streaks in his messy beard, he now blended in better with the other SEALs. He was fit enough to handle the op, but slower than the younger frontline men. He knew it, and they knew it. Despite all his efforts to stay in shape since retiring from active duty, he wasn't the young buck he'd been when he first joined the teams 15 years before. He rolled his shoulders, loosening them up, grateful they didn't creak and crack like when he got out of bed in the morning. Getting old isn't for wimps. He had 3 things going for him. The group he embedded with was his former team, so they knew and mostly welcomed his addition. The op wasn't a wild run-and-gun mission, and the commander-in-chief had specifically ordered Axe be allowed to tag along. And when the boss spoke, people listened. Axe took another careful, silent step, maintaining his distance from his former team lead, callsign Red. Red's 220-pound bulk moved just as quietly, and even smoother, than Axe. The world glowed green in Axe's night vision goggles. Patchy grass, scraggly shrubs, and the occasional small tree covered this part of Mexico, 8 miles inland from the Gulf. Ahead of him, the men spread out, taking cover as best they could behind the small bunch of trees previously selected as the last chance to survey the target before the attack. Red and Axe stopped further back and huddled together, laying in the grass after using both the night vision goggles and their sense of smell to avoid any of the pasture's cow patties. A quarter-mile ahead was the ranch, an old house, a barn, and what they knew from daytime surveillance photos to be a brightly painted children's swing set, complete with a small plastic slide tilted slightly off-kilter. They all prayed no children remained on site. That would complicate matters. Kilo 1, this is Bravo Actual, Red whispered into his mic. How copy? Axe listened to the command channel through his earbud. Solid copy, a quiet, assured female voice responded immediately. Tequila. Say again, tequila. Copy, tequila. Stand by. In the C-130 Airborne Battlefield Command and Control Center, flying parallel to the Mexico coastline many miles behind them, there would be a last-minute check of intel, including real-time drone and satellite scans of the surrounding area. There would also be another crucial step in an operation of this magnitude. The President of the United States had to provide the approval to attack a civilian compound of an allied country. Central Analysis Group, CAG, Headquarters, Operations Room, Alexandria, Virginia. Haley closed her eyes for a second, wishing she had more to offer. Her long blonde hair fell over her face until she absently tucked it back behind her ear. In her khaki pants and simple black blouse, she felt underdressed for tonight's events. But after being abducted months before, and her experience in the field, she could no longer deal with a pantsuit and sensible heels. She now only wore clothes she could fight in. Besides, this outfit made it much easier to hide the 9mm pistol in the concealed carry holster at her right hip. None of her colleagues had remarked on her change of appearance, or the minor bulge from the gun, but she suspected they discussed it behind her back.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.